Hola Bafetu, it is your big homie Palo. Arabwenga business Bafetu. Today we're going to be talking about career consciousness. Career consciousness is the awareness of one's career and understanding the impacts that any influences might have on your career, and understanding the past, present, and future of basically your career, and seeing where you fit in, and knowing and understanding where you fit in and what you need to move forward, understanding the history, being able to mentor anyone who's coming after you, for example. So it's basically just awareness of your career. So what made me want to talk about career consciousness? The other day I was doing a vlog about multitasking, and then how it fits into the whole procrastination thing and whatnot. So basically this is apart from the procrastination vlog. There was another one that is going to be coming up, which is about multitasking, right? And while discussing this part, it came to a point where I realized that, we do things and we choose things without really fully understanding what we are getting ourselves into, or what we are really doing, and this is really a downfall for most people, for a lot of people in their careers, and it stunts your growth, and if you don't know what you're doing, then you cannot grow. You can't freestyle your way through a career thinking that, hey, I'll just do as I please and I'll see what happens down the line. Everything has to be planned all the way to the end. Well, that's according to Robert Greene, but it has helped many people plan everything all the way to the end. The first part that I want to discuss with regards to career consciousness is self-awareness. So self-awareness is one of the most crucial parts of career consciousness, because in order for you to understand how you fit into a career, you also need to understand yourself. So you might understand the career, but you need to know how you fit in, and if it'll be long term or if it'll be short term. You need to you need to know your strengths, you need to know your weaknesses, you need to know the resources that you have at your disposal. For example, I can't now go try to become a boxer if I don't have arms. You get what I mean? Some things you just cannot change, and there are ways to this is not a shot at anyone, but sometimes you just do not have the capacity to get into a career. And if that's the case, then do not force yourself, because it might even end up where you find yourself in a situation where you are now depressed because there's no way forward, right? So you need to understand your strengths, your weaknesses, the resources that you have at your disposal. For example, if let's say I want to become a pilot, right? Yes, that's fine, but if I don't have the funds to study to become a pilot, either I have to change my career, or either I have to change my career plans and go for something else, or I'll have to do something else to get the funds and become a student. Self-awareness, honestly, I think of it as the most crucial part when it comes to the entire self-conscious career consciousness thing, because if you don't know how you fit in, then how are you actually gonna be able to remain in that career and move forward and climb up the ladder? You won't, because you'll be freestyling your way through the career without understanding how you fit in, and there's no career path, there's no clear career path. It's crucial to understand how you fit in as a person, and to understand your personality. Does it fit with the career that I'm trying to get into? So when you get into a career, understand who you are, understand what this career is, and see how you fit in, so that you can move better within that career. All right, you see me, dog, I'm gonna open a a fat cake in a kota shop there by the gym.
What?
Point number 2 of career consciousness is setting realistic goals. Okay, so while you are on your journey to career consciousness, you need to set realistic goals for yourself. Don't just set goals that you know you won't achieve or that you think you might not achieve without planning. So when you set your goals, you obviously need to plan. So plan carefully, plan knowing who you are and how you fit in, like I said, with regards to self-awareness. So when you are planning your goals, ensure that your goals are realistic. It's okay to dream, it's okay to have great goals, but it's also important to ensure that your goals are realistic. If you set outrageous goals, then tomorrow you'll be the one complaining to other people, oh no, this career is messed up, start hating your job and all of that. Point number 3 is continuous learning. All right, so this is, I don't know, like in every career that you are in, there's always some advancements within the space. So you need to ensure that you always teach yourself new things and you learn how to work and become a better businessman or a better employee. Get to learn new stuff, get to learn new ways of, apply your mind. And that way it allows you to become more career conscious because you understand what's going on. And if you are comfortable and you've been learning continuously, it allows you to become more proficient and you are career conscious. You understand that, okay, if there's a blockage here or if I get retrenched or if something happens, then I'm able to take a different direction. And this can mostly happen with you through continuous learning, where you become hireable or you can take your business elsewhere due to you knowing what's going on. Continuous learning is also a great part of career consciousness because it allows you to navigate within the career easier while being more effective and being more competent. Point number 4 is networking. This is just like any career also, where you need to network with people. You need to know who is who. You need to know what you need to do or who you need to talk to get things done. If you build a network within your career, then other people are able to recognize you. And, when they recognize you, they allow you in their space and, you can expand within your career just through networking. This is also another crucial point, guys. Networking is very important if you want to move forward or if you want to grow, because if you are alone and you're never interacting with people within the same career or business field, then you can't grow, guys. You're just going to be stuck in one place forever. You're going to be stuck in one place. And understand, some people are comfortable like that. That's okay. But if you want to grow or advance, then you definitely need to network, and it allows you to know where you are within this entire career of yours. And if once you know where you are, then you are career conscious. You know what is your place within the career. You know who you are within the career, and other people also do know who you are. They can give you input on what they think what they think about you and everything. So it's it's crucial. Networking is important for growth, and it's also a huge factor in career consciousness. Point number 5 is personal branding. I know this is mostly synonymous with people who are in entertainment, but this can also work in any type of career. So if, for example, you are a network specialist, then you might be known for cloud work, right? And maybe someone else might be known for intranets, right? So it's not necessarily about entertainment. No, you can actually build a brand for yourself and how you are recognized within your career branding works this way. When people see you, it doesn't matter whether they see you the same or differently, but when people see you, they put labels on you. Click label. Okay, no, this is a fast worker. This is a money saver. No, this is a good negotiator. This is that and that. So you don't have to be in entertainment to have a name and think of it as personal branding. No, even within your workspace, even if you are a receptionist, you might be known for being that kind of person who the clients want to come and see due to your friendly nature. You get what I mean? So it's personal branding goes with career consciousness, because if you know who you are, if you understand your brand, then you are able to capitalize on that and keep pushing with it. So it's a very personal branding is a very it's good for marketing yourself, basically. It's good for marketing yourself, and it's good for building your reputation. And once you have a certain reputation for certain things, then that is what your brand is. It might be easy, it might be difficult to change it, but at that moment, that is your brand, and you need to work on maintaining the brand if it's a good one. 5 minutes. Hey, your feet. Anyway, part number 6 is work-life balance, right? So how does work-life balance fall into career consciousness? You need to know where to draw the line when it comes to your work life and your personal life, and not letting either one affect the other negatively. So once you understand that there's a line that needs to be drawn, then to some extent you are career conscious, and it's something that if you do not have in your life, it's something that you need to work on, where you ensure that neither affects the other negatively. Point number 7 is financial planning. So this is also connected to self-awareness, and I spoke about resources earlier on, which means when it comes to financial planning, you need to know where you stand, and you also need to know how your finances are gonna make an impact in your career. So you can't now decide that, hey, suddenly I want an MBA out of the blue, like, oh, suddenly, no, you know what, now I want to go do an MBA, and then you want to sign up, you want to go and register or apply, knowing that your budget doesn't allow for that to happen. So for someone who's career conscious, they'll understand that at the moment I do not have the capacity or the finances to start this other career that I want. So for me to get to that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the next 7 years trying to work on my finances for the entire course. You need to save up the entire amount, not for the first year, not for the first 6 months, not with hopes that something might happen. I might get a bursary. Guys, you know how many people use that term that I know, I might get a bursary. Number 8, adaptability. This one goes without saying. If you move too slow, or if you backtrack, or if you play around, then you're going to be left behind. So you need to be adaptable to any situation. And when you are adaptable, you are career conscious, because you understand career conscience. When you are adaptable, you become career conscious, because it allows you to change with the times and be relevant, continue to be relevant within your career. Because sometimes, if you're not adaptable, you might be sitting in one place. Okay, like I said before also, some people are comfortable with where they are, and that is fine. But if you want to advance, you're going to need to switch things up. You need to become more adaptable. You need to learn new ways of doing things, teach other people so that they can also learn from you. And when you're teaching people, you also learn new ways and tricks, because when you teach someone, they might say, hey, but what if we did it this way? You know how a fresh mind can sometimes understand things much better and see it from a different perspective. So when you teach people, it allows you to also learn and you become adaptable. Point number 9 is mentorship. So this is also kind of what I just referred to right now, where you teach people and whatnot. So mentorship gets you ahead quicker and easier. So for one to work towards their career consciousness, it's important for them to be in some form of mentorship. When you learn things from someone who's been working on something for a long time, you get to know tricks that it would have taken you years to understand. So for example, this person built their skills for over 10 years and they come to you with 10 years worth of skills, right? And they know what mistakes you might make as a newbie. Like, they already eradicate those mistakes earlier, way earlier, and you get to make less mistakes. You get to know how to fix if you mess up. You get to know how to fix easier and quicker. So mentorship is important when it comes to career consciousness in that sense, guys. It allows you to become better quicker. You get what I mean? It gets you to become a much more competent person. Guys, like I say, competency is the most important thing when it comes to productivity. If you are competent, then you become more productive. But for you to become competent much quicker, get a mentor. Regardless of what job it is, regardless of what business it is, if you get a mentor, you'll be able to brush off a lot of things that where you could have made these mistakes and suffered. So they've suffered for you. I'm not saying that it's a good thing, though. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but they've suffered over these past 10, 20 years, and then you stepping in and taking all this knowledge, right, and then it's compressed and it's given to you on a silver platter. So mentorship is important for you to be more career conscious. Personality and attitude. This is part number 10. Some people try to align their career with their principles and values, which can be a good thing. Sometimes it's not a good thing, but your personality and your attitude towards life is important to your career, right? For example, you cannot become a corn star and that you are from a highly religious family. Hey, these OnlyFans nowadays, anyway, that's a story for another day. Your personality and your attitude are very crucial when it comes to career consciousness, because if you work at a place and it's not aligned with who you are and it's not aligned with your personality, for example, it's a media house, again, let's say, for example, it's a media house and everyone's bubbly and joyful and they're in the spirits, and you're just someone who wants to be laid back and taking it easy and whatnot, you might have a bad time every day at work. So if you are aware of your person, this is also interlinked with self-awareness, where if you know that your personality, your principles, your beliefs are not aligned with your career, don't get into it, because you're going to have a bad time and you're not going to perform, and you're just going to be working and hating your job like a lot of people hate their jobs. We also need to discuss this thing of people who hate their jobs, where you signed and you agreed on everything that's been said, and then when it's time to actually do what you're supposed to do, you decide, no, me, I'm gonna do my own thing. Baba, you need to anyway, these are also topics for another day, but ensure that your personality and your beliefs and who you are as a person align with your career. All right, and once that is in check, then you know that So once your principles and your personality is aligned with your career, then you know to some extent you are career conscious. And like I always say, knowledge is a powerful weapon. Arm yourself. Thanks for watching.